Okay, so coming to application, the first application is a gun recoil. When it is shot or fired, a recoil of a gun, recoil of a gun. Recoil of a gun means what happens, you know, if this is a pistol, this is the pistol like this, a hole, a trigger, this is like this gun. Now if the gun, the bullet is fired, then the bullet is this fired from here, the bullet is like this, it's going, this is going like this, with some velocity equal to 2500 meter per second. बहुत ज़्यादा भी जा सकता है. I don't know how much it might go. Really? Anything it might go. But more than 1000, I know. More than not 1000, more than 500 minimum. 500 meter per second से ज़्यादा तो जाता है. It's not kilometer per second, it's meter per second. Okay. Let us see whatever. So this velocity, recoil velocity, pulls the gun towards the other side. This is the action force. This is reaction force. Now what happens, you know, when you are holding a pistol, ऐसे भाई, you have to hold it very tight grip. Why? Because when that much velocity of bullet is going on, it creates a reaction force on the gun. That is called recoil of the gun. Okay. Second example, flying of a jet aeroplane and rockets. So rocket lift off. You take it for example. Now the rocket is like this. Now the rocket is taking the, these are jet boosters. This is removing the jet. Here also jet is coming out. This also will be there. Here also, from here also jet comes. Here also jet comes. These are nitro boosters, additional boosters to the rocket. Now what happens whenever this amount of force, this is force due to gases, is the action force, then this is the surface. The surface acts a force of reaction which creates the, due to this reaction force only, the rocket is lifting off the surface. Okay, this is rocket lift off. Next, third, a person swimming. Swimming. Now when you are doing swimming, the person is there, he is swimming like this. Now he is pulling the water towards the backside, pushing the water backside. So this is a reaction force. The what is the reaction? It will pull, make the body move. It's the force of water. Water makes the person move forward. Next, walking on ground. I thought this also should include there. Yes, walking on ground. How you are able to walk? Is there. This is the person. Now he is what applying the force to this side, these two legs. Sending it back, na. Now when the pushing it, this is the direction of action. My reaction is happening in this side. That means net reaction this side, movement. Clear? If it is completely horizontal, means we will move like train. Rowing of a boat. Rowing of a boat. Nail hammering into a wooden plug. Right? Rubber ball bouncing. All these are a simple example. So that's all. We can next go to this. This is homework. If action is always equal to the reaction, explain how a horse can pull a cart. I want you to do that as homework, and I want you to understand it. You have to frame the equation. You have to do it. It is there in the textbook. You can follow this. If you need a guidance, it is a textbook question. So we'll see all these numericals later. Now our concept is next is law of conservation of momentum. I done these all. Then we'll go with the law of conservation of momentum and its three applications I will explain. These only explanation, these only belong to the law of conservation of momentum, but let us do it more precisely and clearly. जल्दी हो जाना चाहिए, ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लेना चाहिए. See these diagrams and all you draw nicely after, but simply you. Okay, the last concept of the day. Let's start it. The last topic is law of conservation of momentum. Give the heading as law of conservation of momentum. This is the today's last topic. Last 10 minutes, only 10 minutes topic, not a big topic. Law of conservation of momentum. Am I going fast? No. Law of conservation of momentum. Heading given?
Yes.
So what does it state? So directly I am giving the definition, or what is it? It states that in the absence of external force, means external force or external aid is not added, then the total momentum of all the bodies or the system, or we can say all the bodies of a system are conserved. Remains conserved means what? Constant or conserved. The total momentum remains conserved if there is no external body, external force acting on it. So external physical quantity forces are acting. More clear. So that you will, when you are doing type 3 questions, you should have clarity. Where to apply law of conservation of momentum and where to apply third law is very important. People confuse there. Because both the examples are same. All the examples of laws of conservation of momentum will come under third law. But all examples of third law will not come under conservation of momentum. Because there is an application of force in third law, but here there is no application of force. The cause is somewhere else, बहुत दूर है. For example, I am firing a gun. Let us take an example and then prove. Example, recoil of a gun. We take this example. The barrel of the gun is at the top, and I am putting the plunger below, trigger below. I am not directly applying the force on the bullet. I am applying the trigger. Then the trigger is locking the slot, applying the spring. The spring is moving. And firing the bullet. How it is firing? By gunpowder it is being ignited. Then the force is created. Then what it is taking? It is taking the motion. How? By ignition it is creating a reaction force by which it is moving. So the recoil of the gun is the best example for this one. So, and also another part is collision. Here come the two bodies are coming. Either देखो, two vehicles are there. One vehicle is truck is going and car is going. In car, some Mahesh Babu or Prabhas is driving the car, front car, and villains are chasing. They want to hit this car, collision. Then what is the probability of an accident? Hit, already hit. Hero हमको hit करेगा ना this movie. Again then the first car will go very fast. And truck will be slow. You will see whether that he went into the or he is going forward more. Based on that, his intention will be right. That is obvious. So let us see about those cases now. So let us have the proof. Okay, I am starting the proof. So for the proof, I will take a example diagram. There was a ball A, ball B, there was ball A, ball B. Okay, both were traveling with their own velocities. This is velocity u1, this is velocity u2, initial velocities. Then they, after some time, after a fraction of time, they both hit each other because u1 was greater than u2. u1 was greater than u2, therefore it touched each other, and this came to, this is collision. This is called collision. Collision means hitting each other. It's called collision. Now A and B hit each other. After that, मान लो A stopped 0 and B still moving. V, V2, V1, V2, V1, U2, V2, V1, V2. Clear? Now what is the case of this we are going to study. Now let the initial velocities of ball A be u1, ball B be u2. Now after collision, final velocity of ball A is v1, B is v2. Clear? Provided u1 is greater than u2, then only collision will happen. Okay, condition. If this condition is not satisfied, then there is no meaning of collision. Right? So momentum. Okay. Initial momentum of A equal to mass of the first body. For A body the mass is m1, for B body the mass is m2. So m1 u1 is the initial momentum of B is m2 u2. Next final momentum of, so you need momentum na. Why we need momentum? It is we are discussing about momentum only. m1 v1, this is v. Okay, final momentum of B is equal to m2 v2. Momentums also we got. Now what it is stating, the total momentum of all the bodies. So total momentum, total initial momentum. What is total initial momentum? Correct, m2 u2. Total final momentum, m2 m1, m1 v1 plus m2 v2 is total final momentum. Write down till here. I'll continue the derivation because it's big. Now, we come back to here. There is a small logic you need to understand, then we can apply this directly. Still the proof is there, you can write down. Time will be there, I will give you time. See, when the bodies came in contact at this point, now what happened? There is a force impartment of A. This is the center point of A, this is the center point of A. Now there is a force impartment of A on B. A is imparting some force on B, and again on the other side the B is also imparting some force on A. So there is some, when I told you now, when there is a contact there is a reaction force also. So there we can apply Newton's third law, because now it became contact surface. A non-contact surface became a contact surface now. So we are applying a Newton's third law here. But before, what is FAB and this you need to write now. FAB equal to rate of change of momentum. Na? Force is rate of change of momentum. Rate of change of momentum for A, for body A. How much? Rate of change of momentum for body A is equal to m of m1 into v1 minus u1 by t1. And f of BA is exactly converse. Rate of change of momentum for body B is equal to V2 minus U2 by T. T is common. Why? Because same time they are colliding, na? So time is common. So this is the 2. Now by Newton's third law, what we can apply? F of AB equal to F minus F of BA. Action equal to minus reaction. Already we know this. Yes. Earlier I proved it, right? So we are using m1 by v1 minus u1 by t equal to m2 into v2 minus u2 by t. T cancel. Now you have to multiply. Minus. Correct. Very good. Minus. So m1 into v1 minus m1 into u1 equal to minus m2 v2 minus plus m minus plus m2 u2. Clear? Clear, right? So now rearrange it. m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Rain smell is coming, so it will rain as early as possible. m1 u1. So therefore this is nothing but m1 u1 equal to plus m2 u2 equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. This is the required equation. That's it, na? I rearranged it and kept this side that. I rearranged this, took this side, this took this side, all became positive, then I written this side, this side. That's it. Not more. Other than that, I didn't did anything. Just mathematical rearrangement. So what it is stating? What is this m1 u1 plus m2 u2? Initial momentum. What is m1 v1 plus m2 v2? Final momentum. Therefore, what you can state here? Therefore, I am writing it here. You can see. Therefore, you can take initial momentum. Below this, you can write initial momentum equal to final momentum. This proves that energy, this momentum is conserved. So initial momentum means the momentum before collision is equal to momentum after collision. That also you can write. So inference. the momentum before collision equal to momentum after collision. So I am giving some examples. The first example is recoil of a gun. Recoil of gun. Second example is what? Boat. Jumping of a boat. Jumping from a boat. From boat. And third example we can give is rocket liftoff. You derive the equations for all these three. This is homework for you. You can do it later. Already it started raining. So that is, these all the three. Neatly you write these applications. Okay. And draw the diagrams neatly. Derive the expressions. You take the mass of the gun as, gun is there na. The gun mass is M, capital M. Bullet mass which is firing. Bullet mass which it is firing is small m. Apply it here and you will get it. There are numericals on that. So we will discuss that session later. So this is the end of the topic here. So you can write down that. So you have done with the second chapter. Okay. Good. Earlier it was, when I came it was hot. You know, very hot. Now it has started raining. So that's all with the chapter. This is the end of the second chapter. Thank you.